Championship.
Yeah, the championship is rated. The race is not over yet.
No, it's just
By
the year's so
yeah,
much to go. The year's still.
again, race 7, it's 23.
23 races.
Even if they get 21 races in,
No, they'll get the 23.
We're still only through 1/3 of the season.
So I'm gonna take this in a different direction, right? The constructors. I don't see Mercedes coming back and winning the constructors, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oof, all right.
We already see the division between Bottas and Mercedes. I don't think that for the rest of the year, I don't think that he's going to be able to one-on-one beat Sergio Perez.
Or Mercedes be able to rally him in to get.
I don't think it's going to happen. Time. I think that Red Bull is pretty much money in the bank as far as that World Constructors Championship.
Listen, it will be tough for Bottas to beat Perez in the points.
So the only way I see this happening for Mercedes is if we start to see the unreliability that we have come to know from Red Bull with one or both cars. That's the only way I see it happening.
It's hard to argue against that, but I will.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Man, it sucks being wrong, but you make it an art form, Yhancy.
Remember that each driver is fighting for a seat on the grid. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Meaning Perez wants more years.
Yeah, Perez
Bottas wants to either stay or get
more.
a better contract somewhere else.
Correct.
Yeah.
So maybe you are correct. Maybe Perez beats Bottas like a drum. Or maybe you're wrong. But we can't deduce from the results that we've seen so far this year that Perez is going to be way better than Bottas. The car is similar. They're two very good drivers. And we have seen Bottas keep up with Lewis Hamilton in the past, even through adversity. So, it's not over yet. Okay? And like you said, there are going to be questions as far as Red Bull is concerned with the reliability, which you've been saying all year. I agree with you on that. It's just going to come down to, I think that Bottas is fighting for his F1 career at this point because he wants a seat on the grid. So he's going to want to show other teams that he is not as good a driver as Lewis Hamilton, but he's pretty close, which is pretty good.
Pretty close.
Okay? And he has shown that he can be quick in that Mercedes. So, food for thought.
How do you turn him around, Jens?
How do we turn him around with Total Wolf coming on the radio and, being his father figure? I don't know. Encouraging him. Listen, they're in a close title fight, and you need two drivers to win the championship. Yeah. And Mercedes is not, obviously they're going to favor Lewis more, but they also want to win the championship. So they're not just going to they're not going to throw Bottas to the wolves. They're going to help him out. They're going to help him try and win races or be up there in the constructors fight. They're in a close fight. Listen, at the end of the day, everybody on that grid is a racer. Everybody wants to win, no matter the circumstances. So I think that they will get it together. It's going to be a close fight, but I'm not convinced that Sergio Perez is going to beat Bottas that easily.
Okay, so here's what I'll say to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He will.
Maybe Bottas should, instead of thinking about beating Perez, he should think about beating Lando Norris, who he is currently behind by 17 points.
Ooh, but that's not going to last.
Yeah, it's not. So if you give Bottas the second place at Monaco, in which the tire is probably in the Hall of Fame right now in Mercedes for the longest pit stop.
In the museum.
If you give him that second place, which he was real close in, that puts him, and you push down Lando one spot to fourth, that puts him 4 points above Lando Norris, which is still...
Yeah, it's not that great, but listen, he's still up there, man. It's still, it's not like he's down. It's not like there's a lot of... The only person that's ahead of him that shouldn't be is Lando. So he's, and it's 7 races. We're a third way through the season. It's still still a young season. Let's not overreact.
Red Bull World Constructors Championship. Congratulations, guys. I've crowned them. Guys, anything else with regards to the French Grand Prix? Hey, guys, this is Wellington from the Jump to Start Racing crew. Before we start, I want to make sure to tell you to destroy that like button and to make sure to hit subscribe to be up to date with our episodes and clips. Please make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle on both platforms is @JumpTheStartF1. See you there.